look, I get gold, a little bit up, a little bit down. It's a bit choppy. It's hard to trade at the moment. But what happened to oil? I don't get that. That is a decent sell.
Okay, so what happens when the two major users of oil, let me just show a screen, get on and have a little Zoom chat and say, guess what, guys? Oil's too expensive. We've been very, very polite. We've asked the OPEC nations, we've asked the Saudis and the Russians to reduce the price by increasing their supply, which they had the opportunity to do, which they turn around and very politely just said, yeah, no, not doing that. We have a plan, we're sticking to it. So President Xi and President Biden decided that they would help things along by releasing their reserves. So that was Thursday, Friday. So we saw a major pullback down here as well. So there had been a lot of talk of that happening during the week. And I think the combined effort of some of the COVID news coming out of Germany and Austria, where we've got European nations getting, Austria, I think was they're having a mandatory vaccination, and Germany are going back through another wave. So when major economies are talking about trying to lock down things again to try and prevent the spread, I know Germany is in all sorts of bother. You know that something is afoot. I think there was a bit of a culmination this week. We were 11% off those highs, those $84, $85 highs, and it's just been watching it come down, come down, come down. Now, are we going to get to $102 a barrel? I think it was a Goldman Sachs call during the week. That was before there was a little chit chat with the two major powers and the two largest users of oil, two largest consumers of oil in the world, saying we're not really happy at these prices, and we're going to do something about it. So that is basically what had happened. It is into a bit of a free fall, but if you have a look down here on my daily chart, this is where we topped out, and you can see it's sort of like it did struggle on that third occasion to try and break that $85 level. Came straight back down, huge. Let's do a quick technical analysis here. We did a huge bearish engulfing candle on a triple top. We should have expected something to come back down. Then we had three failed moves higher to get and close above a monthly pivot. And then we just had the fundamentals to just nails in the coffin the whole way through. So the end of the week, from the middle of the week right through, we started to hear about the potential reserves being released into the market to flood the market. And then we've had it actually happen, culminating with what was happening with the COVID situation in Europe. And, regardless of it coming through on into the winter, we certainly have some pretty hectic fundamentals really affecting it. It's coming down. It's come down to this level here, which was a really, obviously, quite a strong zone in through here at the $75 mark. But whether that holds, whether the market will actually absorb what's happening, let's see, because the alternative to fight that is the OPEC nations just turn their tap off a little bit to try and bump it back up again. How are they going to respond to what's just happened to them in response to the way they thought they were handling it will be a very interesting thing to see next week transpire. So let's wait and see, shall we? Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Ainslie. I will certainly be watching that with some interest. We had a long-term long on oil. Didn't love price running back at me, so we will watch it with some real interest. Thank